Okay, so good morning one and all, and thanks for waiting for just 2 minutes. Okay, um, so let's start this. So let's start. And yes, in the previous sessions of GitLab we discussed about like the basics of GitLab. In previous session of GitLab we discussed the basics of GitLab, that is your just basic git commands and how you can use git CLI to push the code, pull the code, merge request, and yeah, merge conflict. Everything we have discussed, not everything, but all the things which is there or which is necessary, we have discussed that part. And yeah, so that was the basic introduction of your git in the previous session. Today will be the important topic, and today is the, you can say, integration topic of your GitLab with Terraform, because all the contents which I have like taught you, so that is sufficient for starting this class today. So we have discussed about GitLab, the basics of GitLab, but I will go through again, and we'll start from like how we can use GitLab to integrate with Terraform and deploy simultaneously code to or you can say resources to your AWS account. Here we are using AWS account only, so that we will be using as a reference cloud. So if you see that we have given you some basic introduction of GitLab. This is your GitLab, and okay, this is your GitLab. Okay, so here if you see, in the previous classes we have discussed about this. So just we have given or just we have just I have put all this code and just explain you all the details. But today I will be just using some Terraform code. So let me first, what I will do, I will just try to create a Terraform code of your let me remove this, or let me rename this. Let's say ec2.py. okay, so not py, sorry, ec2.tf. go in your console and search for ec2 AWS Terraform. So it will be giving you the code of AWS instance, and in this instance you will be filling all the properties. Save this. I will be using t2 micro, t2.micro micro, and AMID will be, I'm not using any variable, I'm not using any VPC subnets. I just wanted only to integrate with this, so later you can do that. Okay, and let me go with this launch instance. I will gather some AMID. This is your AMID. This is your AMID, and paste it. Done. So I explain you how this code works. This is your AWS resource name. This is your object name or API name, you can say, the AMID, and instance type, which type of instance, and the name of it, the name of your instance. So I will just use also you have to place a provider. So let me create a new file, provider tf, provider AWS. I will be using region as US East 1, North Virginia East 1. Save this and start checking. So what I will do, I will just try to check this code Terraform init, whether it's working or not, and whether I can deploy this code using Terraform in local, by local only, not using GitLab, locally only. So like you have to check it first local. That is not needed, because if the code is right, if the code is correct, so you can just try to assume that if everything fails, it will fail you on the GitLab part, GitLab CICD part. Uh, but if it is not, you're not sure, so just try to run the Terraform apply, sorry, not apply, Terraform plan and in it, in the local only. You can try to also apply, but the whole infrastructure will be changed, because you are trying to apply using local only, so there is no mean of integration using GitLab. So I'm just checking it. I will be running the dry run using Terraform plan, and then that will be okay. Okay, so this look good, and what I will do, I will just Terraform plan. So the secret key and access key is not stored here, is not stored in the Azure, AWS provider. It's stored in the CLI means your .aws folder in the credential file. It will be stored, so it is taking all the credentials of access key and secret key of AWS account in the from the CLI only, so you don't have to worry about it. So if you see 1 to add, 0 to destroy, and 0 to change, so it's running fine. And if you know that this is the basic code which we have discussed earlier many times, so that's okay. So what I will do, I will just try to remove this folder, remove this two folder, because this is not needed as of now. Because we have ran this locally, but we don't want to run this locally. We have to integrate with CICD tool, that is GitLab. So there we will use GitLab. So this file will not generate here, it will be generated somewhere in the GitLab runner. Runner means, I just explained you in the previous class how runner works. Runner is one of the runner is your OS. Runner is your OS means operating system running behind your GitLab. So not the whole GitLab, which OS you will be choosing. If you choose Linux, so they will be using Linux as a runner behind every command which you run, so it will be running on this particular OS only. And if you wanted to use custom runner, so you can just try to build your own runner with the help of your company, like which runner or which operating system they are familiar to, and on which they are working currently. So that you can do, but I'm just giving you a default example. So many of the time, like, you will be using this only. So Linux is the you can say in the backend it's run this OS only, Linux only. And which Linux it runs, I think it's I don't remember, but I will just tell you which you can also check it. I will show you how you can check it. Okay, so this is the code. Now what I will do, I will just try to push this code where you wanted to push. I wanted to push to my GitLab account, this account I wanted to push here. I wanted to push this is currently it's there because I removed from local, so I will be pushing all this code. Git status, so this will be deleted. I don't wanted this is the example we have discussed in the previous class. Then git add. You can use -a -m to add and commit simultaneously. So adding tf files, -a or git add, not git add, git commit -a -m. So it will be adding simultaneously, and see, it will be adding and committing simultaneously. So git status, so if you see, okay, not gone. Okay, let me add it manually. Git add, it's added. Git commit, then I'm in main branch. If you see, this is a main branch, so I will be pushing all this code in the main branch. I okay, why it's not going? Username will be I again forgot. Or let me add this token. So token will be sufficient. I will be clicking on edit profile and then access token. I told you that you can create a token if your password is not working, so I will use this Terraform, and then expiry date I will choose tomorrow, till tomorrow, and API I can give all access. API will work only. Let's say API is working or not, I will just use API. Generate access token. This is the access token. I will copy this, I will paste it here. Okay, as soon as you unable to access, you are not allowed to push this code. Why? Because the token hasn't token has the API permission only. So what you have to do, just try to create a new token. Let's say Terraform 1, and the date will be the same only. And here if you try to see, I am giving all the permissions, so it will be not causing any issue of permission denied or something like this. So I generated personal token, and this is my personal token, new token. What I will do, I will just try to push it again. Okay, so 1318, paste it. Okay, as soon as you commit push, you are not allowed to push the code this project. Why it's happening like this, I don't know, because I have given all the permission. If it is not working, what we'll do, we will just try to just try to use this as username, this only 𝐻𝐚𝐭13318, and this is your paste this. You are not allowed. Okay, let me check this part. Nope. Okay, let me go and git push. Okay, it's also not working. because there's multiple accounts, so that's why it's having the issue. Try to use this. So I guess this one, right? Nope. Or else let me, what I will do, I will just try to delete this. I will just try to delete this. Okay, I will just try to delete it. I will create a new project. GitLab, I am making public, initialize with readme, create project. Then what I will do, I will just try to clone this. Now clone with HTTPS. Then I will go back. Cloning Terraform GitLab. Now what I will do, I will just try to copy this to in this folder. Okay, just close this folder. CD Terraform GitLab. Okay, this will be added. Adding files. Done. Push. Okay, commit 17.133.129. What's happening like this? I don't know. Yeah, done. So there was issue with the password only, nothing else. So I just use this. I'm saving somewhere this key, so it is required. Go in the user again. Okay, so if you see, you will be seeing two files here, ec2.tf and provider.tf. This is we have just discussed. Okay, this is okay. Now what we'll do, we will just try to create now this is okay, like this is okay, this is your tf code of Terraform, but how you will instruct GitLab that please try to run the pipeline, so it will be deploying all the code to your AWS account. So for that we have to create a YAML file of your, like you can say, pipeline file, and the name of the file will be gitlab.gitlab. It's .gitlab -ci. This should be compulsory, like you have to give this name only. .gitlab-ci.yaml .yml not YAML, YAML, not YAML, sorry, both will work, YAML or YAML. But this should be the same, like this should be the logo of the GitLab. Enter. Okay, enter. And then for this if you see, this is your GitLab CI file. So this file is responsible for running all this code. How you can run it, I will just show you that on which runner it will running. So you have to choose some image. So image means your like in a AWS account you have EC2 instance images, like AWS Linux image, Linux AMI2 image, Red Hat image, CentOS image, Ubuntu image. Similarly, you have to use some image in which Terraform is already installed. So I will be telling, okay, please try to run the OS in the backside of this image, that is your HashiCorp Terraform Lite. This is your name of the, not HashiCorp, it's HashiCorp Terraform Lite. Okay, this is your image, and you can pass entry points. Entry points means your entry point, not points, entry point. This will be responsible for adding entry point. This will be responsible for adding the variables. Adding the variables means your every variables, like in which you will be working. So here, if you try to see usr sbin /env, so you will be adding environmental variables. This is required actually, and you have to set the path. Path is equal to what? Path is equal to where you will be accessing sbin folder, bin folder, and user sbin folder, and every folder there. So I will just type usr sbin, usr local sbin, usr local bin, usr local not local sbin, usr bin, sbin bin. So these are the paths you have to mention. So it will be like, it is important to mention, because if you run Terraform, any commands, Terraform or any command which is installed in the in this OS, so it will be not taking or sorry, it will be taking the path itself from here only. So you have to just install use this usr local bin, usr local sbin, usr local bin, usr sbin, usr bin, sbin bin. Okay, if it is any issue, it will be throwing you the error. Now here you have to mention AWS secret access key, access key ID, access key ID. So from where you will mention, I will just keep this as empty, and AWS secret access key, secret access key. Well, this is your AWS secret access key. Hence you have to mention secret access key and access key ID that is required, and that will be like when you run Terraform in it. So before running it, so you have to use AWS configure, and then it will be asking you, please enter the access key, secret key, access key ID. I have already entered access key ID, secret key, and region, and then default output format. So these two is required. Like when you run Terraform, so it will be authenticating to your CLI, and then it will be directly going to your AWS account. But here we don't have any CLI, so we will be creating environmental variable. This two automatically creates environmental variable behind the scene. So the same thing we are doing using this in the entry point we are mentioning. Okay, now what we'll do, we will run some scripts. Before running the script what you want to run. Okay, before running the script what you want to run, so I will tell, if you have any Terraform file, so please remove this file dot terraform star. So please remove any like when you run the Terraform second time, so it should be not like this, that the same file exists. So I will be removing all the files of Terraform, and it should be a complete clean environment. For the first time it will be clean, but in the second time if you don't use this, so it will be creating a .terraform file in the local, so their local itself. So I'm just removing it, so it will be fresh environment every time. Now you can use Terraform version, and then you have to use Terraform init. Init means you can use a job, you can create a job itself. So this doesn't mean job, this is the image name. It's you can say global things we are mentioning. This is a global one, so it will be applicable to all. We haven't created any job. So in pipelines you have to create simple job. If you're familiar with Jenkins, so you create your own job there. Similarly you can create here job as well, and the job is under certain stages. Like if you are using different stages, let's say init is one of the stage, like init, then plan, then apply, so 3 other stage. So in this stage what you do, like different stages you have, and in this stage we are trying to separate everything, and then in the init only Terraform init command will running. In the plan stage only Terraform plan command will be running, and in the apply stage similarly you will be having Terraform apply command. So you can able to figure out different stages, and then run accordingly all the commands, like run all the commands accordingly. So that is one of the thing. So stages means how many stages you wanted. So I will pass some name. Let's say I wanted some, please mention init stage, or let's say init we have already mentioned, so we don't have to mention. And why mention here before script? Because it is a global thing, like you have to run init for all the time. So that's why if anything change in the code, so or any modules or anything you need to be installed, so you're just running before the script. I will be using here Terraform Validate, because we have to also figure out that whether the code is currently this code is fine, this code is okay, but in future if the code is in the big format, big size of code, so there we use Terraform Validate to validate the code of a particular syntax, whether it's correct or not. And this will be you can say like validate means it will be validating a code. If anything fails, so this stage will fail and the other stage will not work, like this. Validate plan apply. Okay, validate plan apply. So this is your 3 stage. So if one stage fail, the other stage will not work. And similarly, let me use validate, Terraform validate. So not Terraform validate, I just choose validate. Terraform validate doesn't look good because all the things are in the Terraform only. So validate plan apply. Okay, so I will just use this concept. And now this stages. So in this stage, these are the 3 stage, and each stage we can put all the jobs. So let's say we'll start with the validate stage. Validate stage, and this is job name. This is your job name, and this job you can give any name. Let's say my let's say pre-check, or let's say syntax check. Okay, and this job, this is the name of the job, and this job belongs to which stage? So I will be telling that the stage name is your validate. So it will be using validate stage. Do you want to run any script in this job? So I will be telling yes, I will want it run. So what is the name of the script? Which command you want to run? So I will use Terraform validate command. It is running the Terraform validate command. Then I will close this, that this is okay. This is the like Terraform validate, and then this job is done. Then planning, or let's say dry run. dry run. I'm giving different name, but you can give the same name as validate here, then validate here, plan here, then plan here, but that doesn't look good, it will be confused, so I'm just giving a different name. Dry run belongs to which stage, so I will be telling that this this uh, this job is belongs to uh, plan stage. And do you want to run any script? So I will be telling yes, I wanted to run one script, that is your Terraform plan. And then do you want to have some dependency? Dependency means if this is perfect, then this should be running. If this fails, so this should not be running. Okay, so like if you don't have any correct code, or there is a syntax issue in your code, so there you will be like there is no point of running Terraform plan. So that's why like we normally check Terraform plan, like if there is certain issue in the syntax, we use Terraform plan, but that's not the correct way. Terraform has given you validate command so to check the syntax issue, so that is one of the thing. And so that's why I will tell that the dependent job of plan should be validate. Means if plan is running, so it assume that validate has ran successfully. Okay, so there we will tell dependencies which dependencies you have. So I will tell that the job, not validate, syntax check job I have, and I am having some dependency that if syntax check job has ran successfully, then I will just try to run this plan job. And do you wanted to save this, some like the output will be same in certain file, so there we use artifacts means it will be creating a particular plan file, and then it will be saving somewhere. So paths, sorry, means artifacts means it's a one kind of thing that if you run something, so it will generate some output and you have to save somewhere. It is required when you wanted to run the plan, or you can say apply using this plan file. That is not required, I guess, as of now. So I will just try to use paths will be plan file, so it will be creating a plan file. That's okay now. So this is your dry run. If you miss this, that's okay, till here it's fine. And syntax check is okay. So you have created two jobs. So I have created two jobs, job 1, job 2, job 1, job 2, job 2. Okay, stage is your, this is your plan stage. It is dependent on the syntax check syntax check job. And okay, I will be using apply afterwards. Let me commit this code and just try to check whether it's working or not. So as soon as you commit this code, so it will be started running all the things. But I will tell you that this is the this is your what, this is your access secret key, but I haven't mentioned access secret key. Why? Because if I mention here, so it will be automatically going to the GitLab account, and then it will be causing some issue because you have made the repository public. So what I will do, I will not put here. I will just try to commit this code as of now. Git status, git add, as soon as you push this, so if you come here, if you go in the CICD in pipeline, okay, as soon as you commit this code, push this code, done. And if you come here to the pipeline, so if you see this job has just run now, just now, and it has been failed. Why it's failed? I have given it the same commit. See, if you see, same commit, adding gitlab conf file, adding gitlab conf file. So what is the issue? So I will just try to open this, and what is the issue behind this? I will click on job. So one job will be there, nothing is there. Okay, something issue related to your configuration, I guess. Click on failed. So if you see, job before running script should be implemented script trigger keyword or trigger script. You can also test your GitLab. So let me click on this. Something issue in the code itself. Before scripts, sorry, it should be before script, so that I made the mistake. And this is not, it's singular only, so before script, before before script. Okay, then again I'm adding, committing this file, push this, go back to this. Again, if you see, it's running now. Okay, in progress. Click on this. Failed. Why it's failed? Let me check. So syntax check has been failed. So if you see, 2 jobs has been created, dry run and syntax check. So you can also click from here to play all manual, but we are using Git CLI, so that's okay. So if you see, error job has failed, OCI runtime failed, container, no such file or directory, unknown, user has been env. This is not okay. It's not sbin, it's bin, I guess. It's bin, I guess. Okay, I just run again, click on job, so you will be seeing the new job. This job is running. So if you see, behind it, it's using Docker executor with okay. So if you see, what we have just given, that this should be running, and this is your Terraform version 1.2 1.2.5, and we are running this to check whether all this running on Linux AMD 64, everything. But what is the name of this OS? So like, which OS is running in the backend? So how you can check it? So for that, what we can do, we can just use some here as new, that's this cat /etc/os start. So it will be printing the content from this file. So I'm just trying to push this code again. So if you see, we are trying to push this code. As soon as you push, so it will be just trying to run the pipeline there. So in the job, if you go again, so you will see the new job will be running. This has been failed. I will show you like why it's failed, but just focus on the first part first, like first thing first, that which OS is running in the backend. So if you see, Alpine Linux is running. The output of cat etc/os is Alpine Linux. Alpine, the version of this is this, and then everything, if you see. Okay, now let's go back to our let's go back to failed, why it's failed, the plan why it's failed. So if you see uh, generate no IMDS role, no fresh refresh crash credential, uh, providing credential. So we don't have credential. Why don't have credential? Because in the pipeline itself, if you try to see in this part, if you see, we haven't mentioned any access key and secret key ID, so that's why it's failed. So where from where, like we cannot mention access key and secret key. So let me just create the access and secret key first for you, and then we will back on this. So I'm going in the IAM. Users, let me add a new user. Terraform Gitlab. I'm giving access key permission only. Next permission I will be let's say or add all, review, create user. I am downloading this CSV, or yes, I'm downloading the CSV, and from here I can also check, show me this. So I cannot use this as this is the access key and this is a secret key. I cannot use this. Why? Because if you push this code to your GitLab, so it's public repository, and somewhere it will be exposed, access key and secret key will be exposed, and it will be causing some issue to your AWS account. So that's why it's bad habit. So what we can do, we can add this access key and secret key in your vault only. Where is your vault? Vault means you can have secret variables in your secret variables in your vault. So GitLab has maintained some variables for you. So what you can do, you can just go not in the CICD itself, in the variables. If you go in the settings in the CICD, then you will see variables. So I will just try to expand it. So we don't have any variable. I will try to add this variable, AWS access key ID, and the value will be access key. Sorry, this is secret key. I will be using this access key. We paste and protect variable, so it will be protecting the variable, then it will be creating a, you can say that it will be treating as secret variable. Then this is your secret access key. Type variable, you can mention file as well, but I'm just mentioning type variable. Environmental scope all means it's an environmental variable, so that's okay. Add variable, so you have added this, okay, and that's okay. Then if you trying to run this again, how you can run it, I can show you manually, not manually, but if you try to see, we have to remove this file. Sorry, we have to remove this content because it's critical content. So from where you will be getting this access key and secret key. Like we are trying to create a access key and secret key variable here in the entry point, but from where it will be getting. So it will be taking all this files from the variable itself, from the GitLab variable. So from the GitLab variable, if you wanted to use GitLab variables, how you can use it, like how you can refer this variable, how you can refer it to here. So for this you have to use Jinja templating. That I wanted to use this AWS secret access key, sorry, not secret access key, secret access key, not AWS access key ID. Sorry. What is the name of the variable here? That only you have to mention. Okay, and then AWS. Let me copy this so it will be not confusing. AWS access key ID, AWS secret key ID. So this is okay. So it will be referring all the access key and secret key from here itself. Okay, now save this, and as soon as you add this, then commit, push. Go back to this, go back to jobs. It started running. So this is passed, this is running, means your init so validate has been passed and plan will be running. So if you see, plan is also passed, so you'll be seeing all the desired output. So okay, that's okay, job succeeded, and you will see want to add, and that's okay. Now this is okay, like this is okay, you are running this plan. Now what if you running then apply? So for apply you have to create a same code. So I will just copy this, I will tell that this is your applying, or let's say deploy, which is dependency from where it's taking the stage. So the stage will be apply, and script will be Terraform apply -auto approve. So it should not ask yes for you, it will be right running. And syntax check will be dependency will be dry run, and we don't require any artifacts here. Save this, and okay, then you can mention as in which environment you are running. In environment, I am running in, let's say, dev environment, and then let's say name will be dev environment dev. So okay, so this is your dry run. It will be, means I'm using apply command. This is your Terraform apply, and the job name is job 3 is deploy, and it is applicable to which stage? It's applicable to apply stage. The script is this, and it depend on plan, that is your dry run job, and the environment is this one. So I'm just trying to run this, add it, commit, push. So as soon as you run, so 3 jobs will be created. Go back to jobs. So 3 jobs will be created. You can go in the pipeline as well. So if you see running, so 3 job dry run and deploy, these jobs will be running. Validate, plan and apply, these are the job stages. Okay, these are stages, and this is our job name. So since syntaxes has been passed, and then dry run is running, still running. So diagram is also passed. You can try to rerun from here, retry, and you can stop it from here, cancel from here. You can click on this job. This is also passed. So if you come here, deploy is also passed. So if this is passed, so there it should be deployment of your EC2 instance, EC2 instance in your account, right? So let me go in the account. If you see hello world is there, it's still initializing. So we have successfully launched one resource of your AWS EC2 instance using Terraform that is integrated with the CICD. So as soon as you commit this code, it will directly deploy the code to your Terraform to your AWS account. Okay, so this is the best way to use Terraform integration with your CICD. So I shown you every explanation behind this, why we have created 3 jobs and everything, pipeline, and then three jobs like this. And sometimes it fails, but we have figured out why it failed and we have corrected the issue, and then it's deployed. Okay, so so that's all for today. You may have to practice this, like how why you have to practice it and familiar with this all concepts as soon as you practice, so it will be beneficial to you. Till then, please subscribe the channel, and okay, this stage has successfully run. Okay, subscribe the channel, like the video, and then if you have any doubts, please mention in the group. Till then, take care and bye.